So what are we going to say exactly?
I don't know, let's just talk for a minute and see how this looks and all that fun stuff.
Okay. So we're here to talk about eBay. Well, it's funny. It's something that I've used for a while, and it's actually kind of important in our relationship. Why?
Hey everyone, it's Lauren from IamThatLady.com, and today I have a special guest with you.
I'm pretty special.
Yes, my husband
Right.
Mark. Thanks for being on my show today. So today we're going to talk about something that we really love to do, and it's actually provided us with a lot of kind of extra money and money for things over the years that we've needed. And what we're going to teach you today is how to successfully sell on eBay.
Right. Now, neither of us run an eBay business.
Right.
But eBay has actually been really important in our relationship.
It has. It has. Want to tell everybody what
Sure.
you did? We've done a few different kind of things with eBay, but the most important thing.
Yes. When I was a poor college student, my junior year, back in 2001, I decided there was this beautiful lady that I wanted to propose to.
That's me.
Right. But being in college, I didn't really have much money for a ring, but I did have a really nice set of drums. So I sold those on eBay and bought an engagement ring also on eBay.
There it is.
And then I proposed about a few weeks later.
You know, it's funny. I remember he was at our house, my house, my parents' house, and my dad came in the room while we were
That's
sitting
funny,
there.
I had it shipped to your parents'
I
house.
had it shipped to my parents' house, and he proposed on New Year's Eve, like right at midnight.
Right.
It was very romantic. And so that day, my dad, I had heard the UPS truck come up the driveway.
Okay.
And my dad comes down the room and he goes, Mark, can I talk to you for a minute? And I kind of thought that there was something strange going on because I knew that we had talked about getting married, and so I guess I wasn't shocked. It's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he's proposing to me. But the moment was very, very special, and to know that he sold, he's a drummer. That's his passion. That's his hobby. To know that he sold his drum set so that he could afford to buy me a nice wedding set was just awesome. And because of that,
I'm pretty awesome.
You are pretty awesome. So eBay, is kind of fun for us. Back in the day, when we first got married, I used to go garage sailing and find antiques and then turn around and sell them on eBay. And I remember I found a prized possession. I found like this white ironstone platter at a garage sale. I paid 25 cents for it. I turned around and I sold it for 65 on eBay.
Oh, that's right.
And I was like, woo! I was so excited. So today we're going to walk you through. We're going to actually
Actually have an item to sell.
You do. Yeah, we're going to sell one of Mark's watches.
Here it is. I have some watches. I have too many. So
He does.
this one is very nice, and I will be selling this one on eBay. I'll walk you through how you set it all up, set your auction up, tips to maybe get the highest price.
How to price it the right way.
Yep.
So all of these things on how you can successfully sell on eBay. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring you over to the computer, and we're going to show you our screen and kind of break it down for you so that you can see how to set it up and all of that kind of stuff. So eBay is kind of a fun thing. You can, I actually have a friend of mine who goes to consignment stores like Goodwill and buys clothing, at their half price sale.
Well, she has a legit business.
She has a legit
on eBay, right?
business on eBay, and she makes a living doing that. So she goes once a week and she calls it her inventory. She does her inventory. She buys all the new stuff. She lists it on eBay. She does, a lot of money every single year, which has been really significant for their family to get out of debt and to stay out of debt and just really, provide, which is really cool. So let's hop over to the computer and we'll show you how to get everything set up.
Okay, here we go. So I am selling, like I said, this Seiko watch. It's a nice watch, but I just don't use it too much anymore. So I'm going to show you how to sell it. So the first thing I always do is I just want to get an idea of how much I'm going to price it for and how much I might expect to get. So the way to do that is to look in the completed listing. So by that I mean look at the items that actually sold. So you're going to start by typing in the actual model number of what you have. You can see there's 15 for sale, but these are the live auctions right now. We don't want to see that because these haven't sold yet. So if you look on the left, there's a bunch of things you can click here. You click completed listings, and it brings up everything that where the auction has ended. I am looking for, mine is pre-owned, so you can click here and say, okay, I just want to see ones that sold that were pre-owned. So I click that. So here I see ones, okay, 76 bucks, but that doesn't look like it's in that great a shape. So this one near mint, mine's in great condition, so maybe I might get 179 for it. So they're kind of all over the place. I don't really know what to expect, but it looks like hopefully I can expect something in like the $150 range. So that's what I'm going to be looking at when I go to price this thing. So with that said, let's go back to our eBay homepage. I am signed in, and I'm just going to click on sell up here, and it'll ask you to sign in again. Okay, so it says tell us what you're selling. Now when you put it here, this isn't going to be the actual name of the auction. It just wants to know what you're selling so it can categorize it in the right way. So you can really type in anything here. It's good to have the actual name of the item, and it usually always gets this correctly. So it says it's going to sell this in jewelry and watches, wristwatches. So that sounds great. It looks like there's one for sale here, and you can sell, it says sell one like this. I do that sometimes because maybe it'll already fill in some of the information for me. So let me just try that. Okay, title. I'm going to make my title a little more descriptive than that. So let's see, I'm going to call it just some of the things that people might be searching for. And just because I know this watch and I kind of know watches, I know that these are some of the words that they might be searching. So this is what I'm going to call it, and maybe I'll add another just to say that it's in excellent condition, just to make it pop a bit more. Condition, this is pre-owned, and I'm going to add my photos. Now I already had taken some pretty good photos. Taking good photos of your items is fairly important. You want to take photos that are honest, that are really going to show the potential buyer exactly what they're going to be buying, so they're not going to have any questions when it arrives. So there's picture one. I have 4 photos I'm going to use here. That's going to be my main photo. Here's photo 2. And if you use really large pictures, I already had these resized, so they're not very large files. So that's why they're uploading pretty quickly. Okay, so there are my 4 pictures that should give the potential buyer a really good idea of what they're going to be buying. So it says to fill this in. I don't know, I don't know if it's that important to do all of this. Usually whoever's buying it this is a dress watch, I suppose. Dress, sport, I don't know. It's one of those. I'll just leave that blank. That's fine. Model number, I do know that, so I'll fill that in. This is, I do know this is a Japanese watch. Okay, Japan. There we go. Alright. Details, you're going to want to describe it pretty well. I usually try to make mine a little friendly and just be really honest about the description, so hopefully you won't get many questions. The questions aren't that bad, but you want to really answer any questions they might have right off the bat, so they don't really even, they know everything they need and they know if they want to bid or not. So auction or fixed price. This, I don't know, I kind of go back and forth on this. Some things are really good for auction, some things are good for fixed price. The fees change a little bit. Okay, they recommend auction. Yeah, well, I think I'll start with this with fixed price. I'm going to put it at $157. How about that? Allow buyers to send their best offers for consideration. Sure. I mean, if somebody offers me, $145, I might take that. So 30 days, that sounds fine to me. Schedule the listing start time. I'm just going to have it start right away. So let's see. Shipping. Sometimes I do free shipping, sometimes I don't. USPS priority. Usually I just do ground shipping because that's... see, I don't think shipping is going to be that much for this. They say it's going to be like, between $5 and $10. I'm going to go ahead and have the buyer pay the shipping. I'll just do a fixed cost and something that's going to be kind of reasonable. Usually when I ship things, you can ship it however you want. I usually select economy shipping. I don't think anybody really cares. If they want it quicker, they'll ask. I'm going to say that it's going to cost $10 to ship this, because I think that's reasonable. That should cover most shipping and maybe some of the packaging material as well. Hopefully I can find some of those things around the house, but who knows. And I said I'm not going to do any international shipping. I usually don't do that if I'm selling something that I know is going to sell just fine. I don't need to sell it internationally. I just stick with the local lower 48 states. It's just easier that way. So that's just personally what I do. Handling time 2 days, that's fine. Returns, no returns accepted. That is also fine, because I know that the item I'm selling works great and there should be no problems there. So I'm going to go ahead and list this. And there it is. It was that easy. eBay really makes it easy to sell something. And there it is. Looks pretty good. You can look through the photos. If I get any questions, I will answer them. And that's it.
Well, I hope that was helpful for you. Let us know if you have any questions. You can email us, leave a comment under this video, and let us know what kind of successes you've had on eBay.
And I'll follow up with the final price on that watch,
yep,
so you can see how much cash I actually got from selling it.
Woohoo! So hopefully we'll get a lot.
Yeah.
I know we will, because he does really, really well on eBay with pricing everything. So make sure you subscribe to this YouTube station if you liked what you saw, and you can always check us out at IamThatLady.com. So have a good night. Bye.